and welcome to the Wait What podcast. It's not coming home.
Okay.
Okay. I was rubbing my eyes to get the tears.
Okay.
It's not.
All right. So is that it then? Just
yeah, that's all we're doing. That's all I'm doing. That's all it's worth.
The banner's not up, by the way, Mitch.
Yeah, I know, but Liam's pointing at something completely different.
He is.
Proof.
Okay. So the Euros happened. We did a video about it. Let's stick to the main points before we get. We're not going to start talking about it now because otherwise we're not going to stop. I'm not going to actually get.
Let's.
To it. So
I do just want to make a point that was possibly one of the worst Euros collectively I've ever seen.
I mean,
It wasn't great.
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't. There was no games that were. There was a few gems in there, but collectively, it was. Yeah, it was shit.
Yeah. That France-Spain game was fucking great. That was a great game.
One. That's one game. The Georgia game.
Germany, Spain. Germany, Georgia, Portugal. That was a good game.
But out of all the games, if there's like you can count it on one hand. The final was shit as well. Even though we were in it, it was a shit final. Whether it ended dramatically or not, it was shit.
No, I mean, look, for a lot of kind of like games, like people were saying the same thing about the World Cup. You know, the World Cup final was shit for 85 minutes until everything happened in the fucking last minutes and extra time and penalties and shit. You know, so you know, it just is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, please do everything it says down below if you're watching the video version. If you're not, listen to the audio version. Check us out on socials, X and Twitter at WaitWhatPodTrio. YouTube channels, Wait What Podcast.
Yeah,
let's do this.
There you go.
Yeah. So we did a video that came out on YouTube like 8 days ago. So check it out.
Did it?
Where we
It came out late. Yes.
Yeah. Where we predicted what would happen in the Euros. So I don't know if the intention was to score this, but I'm going to say it now. Score it. We didn't predict the tables accurately or anything like that. But if you're right, we'll just give ourselves a point, and then that's it. If you're wrong, we don't. So, actually, no, in the order as well. So, like, if we said they came first, but they came second or something like that, we'll do points and halves or twos and ones, whichever you prefer, or threes and ones, as is football.
Boots and cats.
So yeah, we think we know ball, and you know what? I do know ball. I'm for sure Liam will say he knows ball. Mitchell will say he knows ball. So we're going to show how well we know ball. In fairness, in the last two kind of like football related prediction stuff that we've done, Liam has won both times.
I know ball.
I have come dead last both times as well.
And I'm bang average.
Mitch has got current. Dave has got past. I have got future. That's how the ball knowledge tends to work. Mitch knows about now. Dave could probably pull up something from the past. I will tell you who's going to be good in the future and then normally get it right.
Yes, Liam likes kids.
What? Do not hit me with the big star line. How dare you? How dare you hit me with the big star line?
Yeah, sorry. We predicted what we we're going to do, and so yeah, we've got the scores. So we're going to start with the Copa America, guys. We actually predicted the Copa America as well. Yes, and I probably should have warned one of us to get the tables up, which I have not done.
I will do it right now. I'll do it right now. Right now.
Okay. So table
Copa America 2024.
Yes. If you get the table up for us. So we start off with Group A. We start off with Group A. So all three of us had the same prediction for Group A, which was Argentina top and Canada second. So how did they come out?
Argentina was top and Canada was second.
Boom! All three of us know ball.
Yeah.
Video done. See you guys.
Yeah. Did we say about who came third and fourth? Did we say
no?
Okay.
No, we didn't go orders. Yeah.
Well, Peru finished fourth. So fuck Peru. We always said fuck Peru because they're stupid. But carry on.
Cool. Group B, Mitchell's said Mexico and Ecuador. Liam said Mexico and Venezuela. And I said Ecuador and Jamaica.
It went Venezuela, then Ecuador.
Oh, so points for myself and Mitchell. Mexico didn't qualify, yeah?
No, what did I say?
You said Mexico and Venezuela. Oh, you got a point as well, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I said Venezuela, but I thought they would finish second.
Did I say Venezuela at all?
No.
We just getting 1 point for getting it right. Like
Yeah. It's just like 1 point for getting it right. Just keep
Cool.
it simple, innit?
So that's 3 points then.
3 across the board so far.
Yeah, all of us have got 3 points, yes. So, sorry, Venezuela came top, and then
Ecuador came second, Mexico came third, and Jamaica came fourth.
So I was the only one to predict that Mexico won't qualify. Boom. There you go.
I thought Mexico had it in them, but apparently not.
So Group C, again, we all predicted the same, which was Uruguay top, United States second.
Well, that one was Uruguay top, Panama second. America came third, and Bolivia came last, but America had an absolute shambolic group stages. And that last game they lost before they went out was just marred in controversy. And Pulisic showed his true colours, and he's a whiny little bitch that can't play ball.
He is literally Pulisic.
He is Pulisic.
They call him the American Messi. No. But the American Januzaj, that's who you are. If you don't know who that is, you don't know ball. You just don't know.
He is the American Hleb.
No, Hleb was a better player than Januzaj.
Hleb went to Barcelona.
Yeah, he's the American Makeda. Played for Man United. Yeah.
So that's an extra point, yeah?
Yeah, an extra point, yeah.
Right.
Because we got Panama right. So you right, sorry. Yeah, Group D.
Yeah. So Group D, Mitchell went for Brazil, Paraguay. Liam went for Brazil, Costa Rica, and I went for Brazil, Colombia.
It went Colombia, Brazil.
So 2 points for me.
And 1 point for me and Mitch.
There you go.
Paraguay finished bottom.
Yeah.
I have the knockout stages as well if you want them, but...
Well, we didn't predict where the knockout stages would go, but if we just say, like, Uruguay looked like they were kind of like the strongest. I predicted that me and Mitchell both predicted Uruguay to win, which they didn't. So we don't get.
They came third. They came third.
So for that, also me and Mitchell also predicted Uruguay in the final, which is not right. So it's just if we got the other team that was in the final, that would be right. Oh, sorry, Liam, you predicted Uruguay in the final as well.
Did I? Oh, first.
Yeah, but you didn't predict them to win.
No.
So Mitchell in the final. Yeah, you're getting there. Mitchell, you said Brazil, Uruguay. So no points.
Nope.
Liam, you said Uruguay and Argentina.
I get a point.
And you said Argentina to win. So you get another point.
I'll take that point.
Yeah.
Messi's my goat.
And I said Uruguay, Argentina. So I get a point for Argentina making the final, but I thought Uruguay would win. Damn it. If only I said Argentina to win.
Messi's last Copa America, wasn't it? He was going to win it. Of course he was.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have predicted Colombia to make it all the way to the final. I thought that
Colombia went unbeaten. They went 24 games unbeaten, I think it was, to get to the final. And it also ended up in an absolute fucking free-for-all in that Uruguay-Colombia game. And Nunes started punching up fans, and it just went crazy.
It was pretty crazy, yes.
Mental, mate.
Absolute scenes. But yeah, I don't think I'd have predicted Colombia to make the final. Liam, actually, when in the video you say about how it is Messi's kind of like last kind of like hurrah tournament kind of thing, is the storybook kind of ending, and yeah, it did end up happening that way. Messi
did. Did you see his ankle? Did you see his ankle? Oh, it was bad. See his face as well. He was in absolute tears. Yeah. See, Ronaldo, that's when you would cry. Not because you missed the penalty during the game and there's still game to play. You've just been injured in what's possibly, which is your last final in the Copa America, when your team, I don't know if they were winning at that point, but either way, that is when you would do it. This is why Messi is better than Ronaldo.
Yes.
Hands down.
Well, yes, I agree. So, that's
so many people. That is easily how to trigger an argument. Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
I don't know what happened to Brazil. Brazil got knocked out I'm guessing. I thought it was by. If it's by
Brazil.
They lost
wank.
1-0 to Colombia, I think it was.
Colombia, a lot of Colombia's games were 1-0s. They were set up defensively very, very well. But yeah, Colombia played very, very well.
That was Sanchez, clearly.
Uruguay played very well. They just got outmanaged, really, I think, at that point. And Argentina were just great, even without Messi. The team is good without Messi.
Yeah.
Unlike Portugal.
Yeah. Argentina won thanks to it was Lautaro Martinez, I believe, in the end, wasn't it?
Baller. He is an absolute baller.
Right. So yeah, if you know what your score is so far.
Yep.
Okay. What's that buzz?
I don't know. It was
You
out
buzzing?
of my ears.
Was it me?
What about if I do that? To go.
No, it doesn't. It comes in and out, but I think it's good now.
Well, my phone was next to my laptop, so that might be it. So I've moved it.
My phone's next to my laptop as well, actually now.
or maybe it's the government trying to listen in.
Well, clearly they want to know what our football predictions are for the Euro 2024. And
Clearly.
if they do, I'm going to tell them right now. Take that, government.
I bet it's actually the FA. I bet it's Gareth Southgate.
Yeah,
he wants to learn some ball.
Sorry, I'd asked you what your score was so far.
5.
Oh shit! I didn't add it up. Hold on. 7.
I'm on 7 as well.
I don't do maths.
Yeah.
Me and maths don't get on.
Well, this is where the maths might get a little bit more confusing now, because thanks to the fucking layout of the Euro
I'm going to be my maths ain't going to get difficult because I know what I've got. I'm going to be adding it up and writing it down straight away. So I'm not getting messed.
I've got the table anyway.
I feel like part of the problem with what you were saying was a bad tournament is the new format of the Euros.
I'm not a fan.
Like the weaker countries are able to join the tournament, which is good because that means they get major tournament experience and stuff like that. But it doesn't translate to good quality in football. You know, it doesn't translate to good games. And also, like the tournament being at the end of the season, like our heavy, grueling season.
Everyone is fucked.
Exactly. Everyone is already fucked. And yeah, like professional football players can play football every single day. You could watch them play. They can. They're athletes. They can play every single day. But don't expect the quality of the football to be
It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, even though like that's something to look at, I guess, and also just the way football is now. You don't get as many flair players these days as you did back.
No, it's not the same. Now you play to fit a system. You don't. You don't find the system fit the players. It's the other way around.
I mean, every now and then you get a bit of skill and like a long range effort, which obviously did happen in the tournament once or twice. But majority of the times you're just going, "Oh, what a move! Like what a fantastic bit of play that was," kind of thing. For when you're seeing like a goal or something, rather than just going, "Oh my god, he routed 6 players and put it in with his bum."
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So the tournament was in Germany, and therefore the Group A had the host Germany. This feels like ages ago that this all happened.
It does.
Yeah. So Mitchell in Group A, you predicted Germany to come top, Switzerland to come second, Hungary to come third.
Yes.
Liam, you said Germany, Scotland, Hungary the third. I said Hungary, Germany, Scotland third.
Bull.
So I got 1 point for saying that Germany would go through.
That means I get 1 point for Germany going
Do
through.
I get 3 or 2?
You get 2 because you said Germany and Switzerland.
Okay.
No, let me not add in now people's scores, otherwise I'll make it confusing. You two keeping track of yours. Yeah, Scotland was shit.
They really were.
I would say that Germany peaked in the first game, and they peaked in the first game because they absolutely trounced Scotland.
It's not that they peaked in the first game; they played Scotland.
No, but their performance peaked because they did not play that well again.
Yeah,
they didn't. Scotland made them look better than they were.
Yeah,
they were good, but Scotland made them look better.
All Scotland's got is that 5-minute clearance, right? Goal line.
3 minutes in, and they celebrated a corner.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done.
before the tournament began, Hungary were on some mad unbeaten streak. We kind of tipped them to be dark horses, and it just didn't happen. In that first game against Switzerland, they were handsomely beaten, like 3-1, I think it was in the end. Switzerland turned up.
Good.
Switzerland were good. But no one really, other than Mitchell, really expected them to do much. But yeah, Switzerland and Germany were the two to go through, and Hungary and Scotland did not go through on the third place playoff. So, next Group B, the group of death. Mitchell said Spain, Croatia, and Italy third. Liam said Spain and Croatia. He didn't think third would go through. And I said Spain, Italy, and Croatia.
And it finished Spain, Italy, Croatia.
So, I got 2 for Spain, Italy, and Croatia.
I got 1.
You got 1.
What did I get?
1.
Cool.
Yeah. Croatia were the team to not really turn up in this group.
I feel so sorry for Modric because the pressure that was on his shoulders to carry that team when they have no ballers in the final third. They missed Mandzukic so much.
Well, so much. Missed like an out-and-out striker.
No, Mandzukic was that guy. It was it. Like he could just find the ball. He's a fucking unit. I mean, remember that goal we scored in the Champions League final, that overhead kick for Juventus.
Yeah, I also remember the goal we scored against England.
Yep, knocked us. He dumped us out in the World Cup. Or was it the last Euros?
No, World Cup.
World Cup.
Yep. Yeah, that was Croatia. I mean, Spain showed their quality pretty much early on. I think they roundly beat pretty much every. Actually, no, they draw.
They won all 3 games.
No, they drew one. They drew one of their games, didn't they? No, they were the first team to win all of them. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Italy. I mean, they got through. Got through second, but that didn't really. I mean, they've met Switzerland in the knockout phase and were again handsomely beaten. So that was it for Italy now. Spalletti as manager, the Napoli guy, had his steering wheel stolen. That's what we said from the previous episode.
Yeah, the steering wheel stolen by the Ultras the season before, and then they gave it back to him when he won the league.
Okay, so Group C, which was England's group. So Mitchell, you said England, Slovenia, Denmark. Liam, you said England, Denmark, Serbia. And then I said England, Slovenia, and Serbia.
I was the only one to get all 3 through.
But in different orders.
But I got England. I said England and Slovenia, didn't I?
Yeah, you went England, Slovenia, Denmark.
So we all said England, so we all get a point.
We're all getting a point for England, and I'll get 1 for Slovenia. So that's 2. Mitchell gets 2. And you get 2 as well, Liam, because you said cool. Denmark.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, the group stages for England were pretty bad.
Do you know our group scored the least amount of goals in the whole tournament?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. I mean, it started out with so much promise. Jude Bellingham got us off to a great start against Serbia. And then from then on, we just kind of rested on our laurels. And that was probably the best that Bellingham played in the whole tournament as well.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Slovenia, I mean,
I thought Slovenia
didn't win a game. They drew. I think they drew all the games, didn't they?
Yeah, they drew all games.
And got through. Got through. No, Benjamin Sesko guy did not turn up.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal will be paying 60 million for him in the summer.
I think they've changed their sites now.
I think Arsenal have now changed sites to Ivan Toney, and it's a better decision. Proven Premier League, so yeah, better decision.
I thought Denmark were unlucky when they played Germany. I thought they had the opportunity. I thought they were going to go to level it 1-1, but then I think it was an offside or something on the VAR decision, and then immediately after Germany got a penalty. So that kind of sucked the air out of the game for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. And yeah, Serbia. Finished bottom of the group. Mitrovic ain't got shit. Right, Group D. This is the group where we all got it wrong. Mitchell, you just said France and Netherlands. Liam, you said France, Netherlands, and Poland to qualify third. And I said France and Netherlands as well. So we get 2 points for France. We all get 2 points for France and Netherlands, basically, going through. But if we were doing this in order, it would all been completely wrong because we all just completely discounted Austria for being anything in this tournament.
I didn't think
they qualified top. Yeah, they qualified top.
I gave Poland ratings. And to be fair to Poland, they played very well considering Lewandowski was on the bench for pretty much the tournament.
France's tournament basically just all went to shit after Mbappe broke his nose in the first game.
Mbappe's a pussy. He's an absolute pumplex, mate. Crying about I can't sleep because I've got a broken nose. Bruv, lay on your back, innit? Breathe through your mouth. What are you crying for? You're supposed to be an elite level athlete.
Did he also blame their performance on what was going on in the politics in their country as well?
Maybe.
They were coming up with an excuse. They were coming up with excuses.
All I know is that
shit.
Is that I don't want to hear shit about France having great squad depth now because they've just proven that even without Mbappe, that squad should still have been like easily winning games. And they didn't score a goal from open play until they went out in the last game.
Yeah, that was against Spain, wasn't it?
Was against Spain.
Exactly. So they. If they had found some way to beat Spain in that semi-final, England would have beaten France. I'm pretty certain of saying.
Yeah. I reckon we could have beat that French team.
I think that the way they were playing and just what they had. Yeah, I think we could have done that, but unfortunately, the best teams win the best games. Michael Owen analysis there. Right, Group E. So. Mitchell, you said Ukraine and Slovakia. Liam, you said Belgium and Slovakia, and I said Belgium and Ukraine. So none of us went for a third place finish in this one. None of us predicted Romania to qualify top.
No.
Romania, man, like fucking, I like the look of Dragusin. Like he
Romania played well. They played well. They showed up and they basically proved they deserved to be there.
But technically, they all finished on 4 points.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing, weren't they, in that group?
They all won, they all drew, and they all lost.
Ukraine came bottom with 4 points and couldn't qualify for the next round because they came fourth. It's just stupid.
Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, like, Belgium... the team's just too old. Roberto Martin, Martin's not even the manager anymore. Whoever the manager is of Belgium, he's choosing the wrong team players.
Yeah,
now.
Them players are gone, mate. Yeah, them players are gone. You need to. You just need to.
There was too much civil unrest within that squad.
That squad has been together for too long, and they don't get on. They just don't play well together.
Yeah.
So at this point, just switch it up.
Yeah. Slovakia got knocked out in the knockout stages by England after going through. Was it second or third? No,
they went through third.
Third. It was third. Yeah. I mean, they gave England a hell of a scare with their fucking in that game. They were 1-0 up for a majority of it.
We had 1 foot. We had 1 foot out. 1 foot on the plane.
Yeah. And then in that game, like in just a short moment of just pure ecstasy, Bellingham pulls out an overhead kick after Ivan Toney helped straw the defenders away to give him the space to do so. And from then on, it went into extra time. Kane scores early in extra time, and the game was done because Slovakia had made all their subs already, taken off all their attacking options, and they just didn't have anything left. It was a good game. In the end, after going through all that pain.
It was a stressful game.
Yeah. Last Group F. So Mitchell went for Portugal, Georgia, and Turkey to qualify third. Liam, you said Portugal, Georgia, and Czechia to qualify third. and I said Portugal, Turkey, Georgia to qualify third. So yeah, 3 points for me.
Do I get 3 points? Because
Yep.
no, yeah,
I get 2, don't I?
Yep. I was keeping a close eye on this group, obviously. And
Georgia played well considering it was their first swing at it. They played well.
yeah.
I mean, they were fortunate. They're fortunate that Portugal was their last game, because I had a feeling that if Portugal did win their first 2 games, then they'd rest players against Georgia. And when they did that,
well, they got punished. They got
punished early as well. That game was. I watched that game in the pub with my missus, and that was a good game to watch, because like literally,
I'm
the first couple of minutes,
I'm glad I put it on.
was through on goal.
After that first goal, I'm glad I put it on, because it was just fun to watch them just tear Portugal apart.
Yeah, and they got a dodgy pen in the second half. But who gives a fuck? They started it, and it was just funny to watch Ronaldo try so hard to score all tournament. Really, every Portugal game was great to watch, because I will cuss Roberto Martinez now. Why he's starting Ronaldo, 39 years old up top, is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
Did Ronaldo score any goals?
No.
I don't think he did.
He didn't score.
He scored a pen. He scored a pen.
He scored a pen in a penalty shootout.
Yeah,
but he missed the pen. But he missed the pen that didn't take it into the penalty shootout, which is
missed the pen. Missed the pen. They could have won the game. Cried at the end of the half.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Then scored the pen, but then went out.
Yeah, Portugal. I mean, they were good at the start of the tournament.
Portugal have got to just move away from Ronaldo, and they might be able to start rebuild.
Yeah, I reckon they need.
I don't think he's going to go.
He's
He's talking about playing in the World Cup. He's talking about playing until we won the World Cup.
He'll play the World Cup.
They need a full restructure of that team, and don't do that team around Ronaldo. Just put Ronaldo in that team.
I thought Leao was wank. I thought he was shit. Yeah. He didn't play well. But again, it comes down to the whole playing after a season.
Do you know who the best players were in that team? The Man United ones. Fernandes and who was the other one? Dello, yeah.
Silva was good, but he's a baller. Bernardo Silva's a baller. I'm surprised.
Yeah. But yeah, like Portugal got to... I mean, they got to the penalty shootout against France after already winning for the first penalty shootout in the Slovenia one. That was pretty crazy, because the Portugal keeper saved all 3 penalties in the Slovenia one.
Yeah, penalty shootout.
Yeah, and then the France one, I can't remember who missed for Portugal, but I'm pretty sure it was 5-4, and it was only one miss. It was the Portugal player.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might be remembering it wrong, because that could have been the England one that happened with citizens. But either way, Czechia didn't really do much.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Czechia were kind of unlucky. I mean, but I say unlucky, they should have just beat Turkey in it, and then they'd been through. So,
yeah,
it's their fault. Turkey were pretty crazy. They had massive home support wherever they went. So they kind of like turned with the flares and stuff like that. They turned that atmosphere very Turkish. And and they did well, in fairness to Turkey. I think they got pretty far. They eventually got knocked out. It was a good
Spain. Spain, wasn't it?
Well, good Spain team. No shame in that. Same for Georgia as well. They got knocked out by Spain. I mean, after scaring them, because they went 1-0 up early in the game, and they just couldn't hold on. They just couldn't hold on against that relentless Spain attack. And
was Georgia's highest goal scorer own goals?
No,
that was a tournament's highest goal scorer.
Yeah,
I know, but they did have a couple of own goals that went their way.
No. Georgia's I can't remember his name, and she's gonna kill me. Mikotatsi, I think his name is the striker. He scored in the first game against Turkey, and he scored in the
Yoshi Tatsu.
Yes. Okay. So again, we didn't predict the knockouts or anything like that. Is there any other knockout kind of things that happens? I mean, England's. We've probably got to talk about obviously like this.
England winning on penalties was rough.
Scoring all 5.
Watching that in the pub was rough.
Yeah,
and Pickford saving 1 against the Dutch.
Did we score late in that to take that to penalties? Yeah, Saka, weren't it? It was Saka who cut inside.
Yeah. Made myself look like a prick in the pub. As he got the ball, it went all quiet because obviously everyone was anticipating. I shouted out, "He's gonna fucking lose it again, the silly cunt!" As soon as I finished the sentence, put it in the back of the net. Did I care? Nope. Did anyone care? Nope. Chaos ensued.
Oh yeah, I'm very glad that I didn't go to the pub to watch any of these games.
It's nice to be. It's nice to be humbled every now and again by that. So it was good.
So, I mean, is there any games that weren't England's that happened in knockouts? Or Netherlands got far up to the semi-final.
Yeah.
They had a couple. I mean, there was one side of the group that was the tournament tree that was as favourable for England because
and we landed on that side.
Yes. The other side obviously had some good games with Spain versus Germany to begin with. That was a great last-minute extra time winner, and then they played the France game. Yeah, that was with Yamal scoring that absolute wonder goal. Made Rabiot look like didn't know where he was going. Did a double team move in Pokemon. England got to the semi-final, and we were drawing for a long time against Netherlands. And someone said, "Put on Ollie Watkins," and we all went, "No, that's stupid. You don't know ball." Yeah, and then Ollie Watkins comes on, and he does the best thing that he could do at that moment. Everything just went perfectly. He turned it and started it in the perfect place, and we all proceeded to go wild because we actually made it to the final.
Yeah.
So, what we predicted for the final. So we all kind of did what we thought would happen if England made it to the final and if they didn't. Yeah. So, it's kind of like difficult to score this then. I suppose we should all give ourselves a point for England making it to the final.
Yeah.
Pity point, isn't it?
Yeah. So it doesn't affect the score either way. So, yeah, let's just do that. So, Mitchell, you predicted that France would make it to the final, which they didn't. But in the prediction for if England didn't make it to the final, you said Spain versus France. So get yourself a point for Spain.
So that's 2 points. 2 points.
Yep. Liam, you were pretty dead certain that Germany were going to be in that final. They weren't.
Obviously not.
If England didn't make it to the final,
I said France, didn't I?
You said France.
Yeah.
Yes. So 0 points.
No ratings for Spain I had at the beginning of that tournament.
I thought Germany, England as well for the final. So I was wrong. And then, very stupidly, I thought Portugal could make it to the final against Germany. But I didn't think he'd be stupid enough to start Ronaldo in every single game. I thought, an option off the bench if you need a goal at the end. Yes, good use of your Ronaldo. So, no points there. All right, and then that was it. We predicted that Euro 2024 would end with England winning.
I'm pretty sure I didn't say England would win, did I?
Nah, we didn't really say. I don't think we.
I wasn't confident it was going to happen. I only got sucked into the hysteria once we made it to the final. Because even playing against Holland, I was like, "This is the first team that we're playing against that's seeded above us. This ain't going to go well, man." And it weren't. Yeah. Let's be honest, it weren't going well. Let's be honest, we got lucky. The whole tournament, we got lucky.
But sometimes you need a bit of luck on your side.
There's a little bit of luck.
There's got the equaliser in that game.
Who for?
For England, before the Watkins
that was goal. Harry Kane.
Penalty. The penalty.
Oh, penalty. That was it. Yeah.
The penalty that everyone's saying is soft, but if it happened anywhere else on the pitch,
oh yeah, that was a bullshit penalty. That was.
I would have been pissed if it was given against us, but you can't go into a tackle in the box, studs up, and make contact. It's a foul. You can't do that. I'd argue the Georgia penalty was the more dodgy than that.
No, look, it was for England.
But it doesn't matter because would we have equalised? Maybe, because we were pushing and pushing and pushing. We might have equalised it. It probably would have gone extra time and pens, and we probably would have got knocked out.
Yeah.
But
we did.
I mean,
we made it to the final.
Are we the first team to make it to 2 finals?
Mm-hmm.
So we're the first team to make it
back-to-back finals
and fucking lose back-to-back finals. Cheers.
I mean,
both of those games.
The first one was more painful.
Yeah,
the first one was more painful.
Let's talk about their final. I mean, we all went in with high hopes because we all wanted to come home, but I guess
we all went in that final believing it was coming home.
We all kind of was just ignoring the fact that the Spain team is a pretty fucking decent unit. So
I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit about our Spain team. I was like, who the fuck cares? Yeah. Who actually cares?
We were buoyed by the news that Luke Shaw was starting the game.
Luke Shaw, right? Luke Shaw, I want to say that. That's the best player, one of the second best player in that entire England team throughout the whole tournament. He played 1 full game. He put Yamal in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He did nothing. And the reason
they tried to put Nico Williams on that side as well, and he did the same.
The reason we lost that game is because Kyle Walker is overrated and John Stones is shit. Because Nico Williams pulled both their pants down, made them look silly. The other player for me, which was the star of the tournament, was Mark Gahey. Absolutely fantastic. Close behind him, Kobe Mainu.
I'll give Trippier some credit.
Trippier gets my respect for playing left back. You got to give it to him.
And he had some great delivery for set pieces as well. I thought we were lacking.
If Southgate and his backroom staff weren't such cunts, we could have had Ben White playing left back because he plays across the back, and it would have been a bit easier. But it's neither here nor there. And as this recording, Southgate's gone anyway. So
the England's midfield problem that we were worried about, who was going to play next to Rice, kind of played out throughout the tournament. We started with Trent there. Worked in the first game quite well, but then the second game we were just like, no, this isn't for us.
Trent got found out very, very quickly. He got found out very quickly.
Then Conor Gallagher started there, and again, same issue, just wasn't working. And eventually he started Kobe Mainu, and now that's going to be our centre midfielding pairing for the next five years or so, I reckon. Now it's going to be Kobe Mainu and Rice.
And to be honest, I'm happy with that.
I am too.
I will say this: Declan Rice ain't worth 100 million anymore. That performance in the final was fucking embarrassing.
Near enough to say he said he wanted to channel what he channeled for the West Ham final.
He did. He did. He was
bad.
Declan Rice can't play a final because he was giving it all the fucking large in the press conference before, saying, "Oh, I feel more energized than I did the first game." You didn't fucking look it. You were heavy breathing after 5 minutes, mate. You were out of position. You slipped over You slipped over a few times. You gave the ball away multiple times. You look shit. You were terrible. He was terrible. Walker was terrible. Stones was terrible. Bellingham was terrible.
Foden
was shit. Kane was terrible. The whole team played shit. They just did. The whole team was wank.
Foden was bad in the group stages. He finally found a bit of something in the Netherlands game where he was playing on the right,
but it was still nothing. It wasn't.
Saka was definitely most dangerous throughout the whole thing.
He was pony at the start.
He was playing all over the pitch at some points as well, playing on left wing back and stuff like that.
Saka's best game was when he went left back. When he went left back, he was amazing.
And then when he went right wing, he scored.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer has definitely kind of cemented himself as something in a single team going forward as well. I feel. I mean, that goal was a nice taken goal.
But it's not even that. Palmer came on and he scored. Palmer came on and 3 times. 3 times we scored from it.
Question for you both: who would you rather have? I know it's probably a stupid question. If Kane wasn't there, Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins?
I'll probably go Watkins just because he's younger.
Watkins for longevity, but Toney is a better striker on his ones. I feel like, because he's a he's an horrible bastard. He's he'll bully you. He'll let you know he's there, whereas Watkins will be chasing you and he'll be snapping at your heels to try and get the ball constantly. They're different types of players.
I feel Watkins would benefit more from having Bellingham playing off behind him as well than Tony. Yeah. Whereas Tony would benefit more probably from like Saka and people put pinging balls in kind of thing.
If you need to play Palmer on the left, Saka on the right, play Bowen on the right, play Gordon on the left. As long as you've got someone who's fast and can cross a ball, Tony will be dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Watkins proves he needs the ball to feet. You play the ball to Watkins' feet, bar that touch against fucking Spain, which was unlucky because it hit his heel. But bar that touch, when you play it into his feet, he sent that. I don't even know who it was. Who was it? Weren't Van Dijk? It was the other one, wasn't it? He sent for a.
It wasn't Van der Ven.
90th
minute. It wasn't Veerman, was it?
Might have been.
It was Veerman.
Yeah.
It was Veerman. Yeah. He said Watkins dropped his shoulder, sent Veerman for a hot dog, and put it in the bottom corner.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God it weren't Van der Ven, because otherwise, we wouldn't be here talking about the England final.
The fact that we weren't on the pitch was outrageous.
I think in Dave's case, he's happy because he's got a fresh Van der Ven.
Hey, I'm happy. Bowen hardly touched the fucking ball. Mate. I'm happy.
He injured himself just before he touched the ball.
I know. I got scared.
The last thing to talk about is obviously this winning Spain goal. It didn't even go to extra time because they scored literally on the 87th minute, I think it was, or something like that.
86th minute.
Yeah. Oyarzabal.
Saka was out of position, walking back from the halfway line. Walker was out of position. Stones was out of position. Stones and Walker were standing where Gahey should have been. Saka was on the halfway line when they'd already broken, and he was just. I saw him before the ball was played into the box. I saw him just trotting slowly back.
Yep,
just trotting like he's got all the time in the world. And Pickford could have made a better attempt. He was never saving it. But the attempt that he made was shocking, and Pickford played very well.
Just wrong-footed him. Oh yeah, we didn't mention Pickford. Pickford actually, for the penalty shootout and stuff like that,
I'd have Pickford at club level. If West Ham were to sign Pickford, I'd be happy with that.
Last thing to talk about is that Spain team. Lamine Yamal is obviously the youngest goal scorer in the tournament after being the youngest player in the tournament. He turned 17 just before
but
the final.
He's still got a bedtime and braces to fucking.
And he did get pocketed by Luke Shaw.
Yeah, he did fuck all, mate. Did fuck all. Nico Williams was the one who was dangerous in that team.
He's still
the fact
still
that
win.
And also, can we talk about the disrespect that Spain had to take Rodri off and still win? That's disrespectful.
Yeah. Rodri was crazy good all tournament.
Rodri is such a good. Carvajal as well. Shithousery for making for when Saka dived on the floor, he started doing the face. You know what? I applaud it. Top tier shithousery.
And also probably have to mention Mark Cucurella, who has looked like a completely different player throughout the whole tournament.
Don't worry. Cucurella's number's been marked, mate. Wait until he comes back to the Prem. That pathetic little throwing himself on the floor when Saka barely touched his face. Yeah, his card's marked, mate. Don't worry about that.
I don't know. I
don't know about everyone. I've marked his card. Don't worry about that.
He's probably getting 2-footed in the first game, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
I don't know. I feel like on the back of this tournament, like he'll probably get signed up by someone and not have to play in the Prem.
Maybe mug about Spain. Maybe.
Yeah, they might.
Hopefully.
Probably smart to. Considering he was like the two other options that Spain had a left back were both injured for the tournament, and he was the only left back that was defensive because they had Grimaldo as well, but he's more of an attacking wing back. So he was the only defensive left back there is.
Yeah, he's turned into a winger basically.
So to fit the system, because Carvajal is not exactly a wing back either, so he's a defensive fullback. You want both of them to be defensive. He was the only option, and he fucking had one of the best tournaments. And hopefully he doesn't bring that form back to Chelsea, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Morata was anonymous as well. The only thing that I remember about him was that he got nearly injured before the final by celebrating in the semi-final. because I think it was like a photographer or was a security guard or something was sliding into his
Yeah.
leg. Damn it! If only he was knocked out for that. That was crazy. And David Raya won the Euros without playing a game.
Yep.
Well, there's you there.
What was our scores?
What was our scores?
I finished on 16.
I finished on 17.
I finished on 18.
I'm bang in the middle again. I'm bang average.
That's right. I had to let someone win.
We're all close enough to each other that I don't think it really mattered.
In all fairness, international ball was shit.
I'm mediocre at international and club football.
Club football is where it's at, mate.
Well,
can't wait.
We'll prove that because coming soon. Like
I've got a crown.
Soon.
I've got a crown to defend. I've got 2 seasons right, 2 seasons in a row.
It's your turn this year, Liam, for outrageous forfeit.
Yeah, you ain't getting that from me. That'd be so stupid.
So we'll do something, I'm sure, in the gap between, I'm going to say, Community Shield and the first game in the Prem.
Yeah, well, we've got a month. We've got a month before the Prem start. Well, literally a month from recording. The Prem would have already started because it's the 16th of July. We're recording it. The 16th of August, there would have already been a game. So the Prem would have already started.
There you go. So in a few weeks, plus that.
I mean, it might even be the second week. I'm pretty sure the first game starts on the 13th. It's getting earlier and earlier.
So coming up, we've got a boys review of season 4. Then we're also going to do a SummerSlam preview before SummerSlam, and then we're going to have to do a Premier League review. When are we going to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, we've got a few episodes, obviously, in the chamber.
You might as well
be away for 2 weeks.
They'll be spattered in between. I've not finished. I've not finished editing the very first episode of Dungeons and Dragons because I'm trying to put some effort into it. It's coming along slowly, but very, very good.
Wow, they'll tick all the balls there.
Go and listen to the video, the audio episodes though, because they're fucking great, mate. They're fucking so good, so much fun.
Oh yeah, it's so much. A lot of fun to play.
It is. So, it is fun.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good. That was no more international football for another 2 years.
Yep.
Cool.
No more football to the World Cup.
No more world in motion.
Nope. And it's not coming home in 2026 either. It ain't happening.
That will be exactly 60 years.
Yeah,
God, the next Euros, we're going to be pushing 40. How depressing is that?
Yeah, we can't be doing this when we're pushing the.
Yeah, we can. Who says we can't?
Pushing 40.
What? We just changed the flavour of the podcast. Make it a 40s podcast.
Well, like 1940s. I don't want to do 1940s.
Roaring 40s.
Roaring 40s. We'll work till we that.
We did
Mitchell was off on holiday today. He's off to go fight them. Mr. Hitler. Go get him, boys.
Yeah, I'll be fucked, mate. I'll be fucked if we do a 40s one. I'm in trouble.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Yes. And listening. And listening. Don't forget that. Is that it? Is that going to be the outro? We're going to leave it there?
Yeah.
We're going to leave it as that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Doses.